I want to understand what you are saying. They got 20 million from the TV rights owners as payment for the next football season. They got 20 million naira for the TV rights owners.
Which they used to prosecute the
And the same time that they got it, they spent 880,000 for a meeting.
For a meeting, according to them. Now, like I asked the question, was there any board meeting in Lagos at Total Promotions Office?
Well, you could have spent that amount of money.
That kind of money, 880,000. That aside, they said they paid salaries of 2.8 million for staff, that is for the month of July. Well, that of salary, I quite agree. If they actually paid, though, because I'm yet to be convinced.
Because a worker is worthy of his wages.
Yes, so yes, that if they actually paid the money, good. But I'm still doubting if they actually paid this money. But if they have paid, good and fine. This is 2.8 million. This is accepted. Now they now come again to tell me again that, or tell us, sorry, that they spent 2 million naira for as their guest house rent, and a certain 80 million for light. 80,000 for light. I begin to ask question. 2 million for rent, 80,000 for light. Are the board members of NPL living in
Abuja?
In Abuja, is the guest house meant for the board members to be live? Are they living there now? I thought the guest house, that guest house was meant for only they can only come into that place if they have certain functions, and not because I'm beginning to observe that some people are even permanently staying in that place. Now you are telling us that you don't have money to give clubs, but you have money to hold a meeting and you share money among yourselves because you are board members. No, these are issues that I want people to look at. You are spending money to renovate or pay for your rent, and then the clubs where who have this money don't even have anything to take home, and they are crying on a daily basis. We also have a case of legal fees of 1 million naira. Well, that I wouldn't know.
Maybe they have legal issues that they want to sort out.
Which legal issues now? I want to know the legal issues NPL had all through the past season, this last season. Which legal issue? I don't understand. Well, if you are giving that, I don't want to talk because maybe they know what they do there. But I want to say I have not heard of any legal issue in the NPL in the just.
Well, they could have spent 1 million naira.
Of course. Now I also have a case here of 250,000. They say it's part payment for trophies. How many trophies did they share that day? How many trophies did they give out that day? How many trophies did they give out that day? It was only one I saw, the one they gave to Canopilas. Even the Canopilas that collected the trophy, I don't know how much they gave. Did they give them money?
No prize money for the league champions.
But yet, you are collecting money. If you collect up to 125 million naira from your broker's right money, can't you just give us something to your clubs? This is where I'm concerned about, because these are the people who are the true ingredient to which this money is coming from. If it is not true, if these clubs are not there, they cannot release this money. And then the total promotion don't want to have problems with the NPL. That's why each time they come from, we say, take. They're also having their own records, because they believe that once this money gets to them, it will get to the actors, which I believe the clubs are the actors. But unfortunately, it's not getting to them. Now we also have a certain 1.3. They say this one is sitting allowance for NPL board members. Well, I said no problem.
Well, because there's supposed to be sitting allowance.
Allowance, I say no problem. But the one that is annoying me is a certain 830,000 for one extra day
of
the same
board meeting.
Day. Yes, and then when the clubs that put their resources and everything come to them and ask for money, they say there's no money, but they have money to clear their own allowances.
The only area where maybe the NPL have failed the clubs has got to be the referees indemnities, issues of referees indemnities.
I still have the issues of referees indemnities. Let me come. The referees indemnities, we are not new in this Nigerian league. Look at, they said 3.2 million for indemnities in week 38.
That was the last round of matches.
This is debatable. How much do they spend? It shouldn't go beyond 2.6 million. Because it was only in 9 matches that was played.
Okay, because the game in Ilorin was not played?
Was not played. That was not played. So they should come and tell us how they spent 3.2 million in just one match. And then they did not end up there. They came back again to tell us that they spent 5.5 million as final league matches expenses. I don't seem to understand that. And the Congress of Nigerian Premier League should come out and look at what their representatives are doing.
Okay, our producer has been able to put all of these things that I've been saying on slide now. I think that's what we have on the screen that you are talking about. All those issues that you have raised is showing on the screen right now of expenditure. But my worry, Prince, is how authentic is this? Are the Nigerian Premier League board going to agree with you that this is a true representation of how 20 million was spent?
Very, very authentic. As far as I'm concerned, the document, because with the total promotion released this morning, I have the dates. On the 27th of August, that was when they released 8 million naira. On the 28th of...
That's what it's showing. That's what it's showing on the screen.
Yes,
in 3 installments.
Yes, 3 installments.
20 million in 3 installments.
Yes.
27th of August.
Yes.
28th of August.
Correct.
And then 6th of September, if I can see clearly what is on the screen, making 20 million. And then salaries for July and I've seen the meeting you talked about, 880,000.
Yes.
In the same day that they collected 7 million, they had 880,000 for a meeting. Well, the NPL board can come out and explain how all of this happened. So, you are throwing them a challenge that I'm sure they will be more than prepared to respond to.
I challenge them, and I will want them to come before me. I want to meet. I don't know when the chairman of the Nigerian Premier League can come before me so that we iron out these issues.
You see, it's the board. It's not just the chairman, because
the entire board might not come, but at least one the representative, they head.
Okay, I've seen on the 4th on the screen. I've seen on the 4th of September.
4th of September.
Board sitting allowance 1.330 million, 1.3 million.
Correct.
And then I've seen extra day 80. But all of these things, and then the Committee on Ocean Boys, I can see that as well, 145,000. Well, Prince, I know you. I don't want to, continue to press you for the source of your document. But I think the summary of what you are saying is that the NPL should come and explain how 20 million naira TV rights money meant for the next season that hasn't started has been spent this way.
It's a serious
I think that's the summary of what you're saying, because you cannot allege that somebody is fraudulent until it is proven beyond reasonable doubt.
Of course. So I'm really concerned about the developments.
But then the clubs are not complaining.
No,
so why are you? The other time you raised a lot of issues, you sent to the clubs. The board meeting still cleared everybody of any wrongdoing. So the clubs are not complaining.
No, the clubs. You will not say. You will not know that the clubs are not complaining. I will put it to you that the clubs are complaining.
Okay, this is the last part of the document that I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Week 38 indemnities.
Yeah.
The figure is there, and board sitting allowance extra day 30,000, and final league expenses 5.5. Well, I don't want to disprove of your source. I don't want to argue about it, but we need to be absolutely sure that the NPL cannot defend themselves over how this 20 million was spent.
I just pray they come out and do that. I just pray they come out and do that.
So what exactly do you want to drive home with this?
I want to use the opportunity to appeal, because I'm getting some signals, rumors, that Glo is about releasing money. I want to appeal to Glo to...
The issue of the title sponsorship, is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
To be resolved?
Yes. I'm aware. Somebody hinted me that
that
very
the issue could be resolved, and that
and the money,
former title rights owners could come back and pay some money?
Exactly. I want to appeal to them that they should please hold on a little and watch the development on ground. Because I know, I have visited the bodies of Nigerian football. I know what I'm saying. I've visited them, I've discussed with them. And I know they have a very serious program as far as my petition and all this.
Is this a fresh petition? This is a fresh petition.
It's a fresh one.
Have you written a petition on this one?
No, I have finished it, but I have not submitted it yet.
I'm talking about this 20 million naira issue.
I have written already.
And then let's wait for the response.
So I want to appeal to Glo to kindly wait. I'm not saying they will not release the money, but they should wait until we clear this crisis that has engulfed our Nigerian Premier League.